Hey folks, in this video we're going to teach you how to do a cartwheel. A cartwheel is a forward rotating trick with a half twist. To do this skill, you stand with your feet pointing forward in a lunge and your arms above your head. You reach down towards the ground with your back foot kicks up towards the ceiling, place your hands down one at a time as your legs move over your head, then stand up facing the direction you came from, mirroring your standing position. This is a double-sided skill, and it is important to learn how to do it on both sides. At first, one side will feel awkward, but don't worry, after a little practice, it will balance out nicely. How you place your hands and feet on the ground is the most important thing to keep in mind. Your fingers should be pointing the same direction as whichever foot is in front. So if your right foot is in front, your fingers should be pointing off to your right on the ground. If your left foot is in front, they should be pointing off to your left. A cartwheel is a fundamental acrobatic skill that is easy to learn. So let's get started. The first drill we are going to do is called a monkey. Monkeys are a good drill to get comfortable putting weight onto your hands as you transfer your feet to the other side of your body. To do a monkey, squat down, then place your hands off to the left with your fingers pointing forward. Shift your weight onto your hands and jump your feet to the left, then come back to your squat. When your head is down, your butt should be up, and when your head is up, your butt should be down. Monkeys are a double-sided movement just like your cartwheel, so make sure to practice them on both sides. After you have mastered the monkey, you are ready to do a low cartwheel. The most important thing here is to have an excellent starting and finishing position. Start in your lunge with your arms up and put your hands on the ground, then switch your legs, all in one movement. Do your best to keep your legs straight and your movements fluid, but don't try and kick your legs above your head yet. Once you are comfortable with the low cartwheel, start to kick your legs a little bit higher every time. Alternate back and forth between your sides, focusing on keeping your start and end positions clean and your toes pointed in the air. To turn this movement into a real cartwheel, kick your back leg straight back and aim your toes towards the ceiling as your hands touch the ground. Push the ground away from you so that you can use your momentum to bring yourself back up to standing. Ideally, you would perform your cartwheel as if you were moving through a narrow corridor just wide enough to fit your body without touching the walls. To do this, make sure you're reaching your feet straight up towards the ceiling and putting your hands in alignment with your feet. There are many common deviations from proper technique, such as putting your hands down before you kick the back leg, not having a clean finish, arching your back, not pushing with your hands and getting stuck, as well as setting your hands to the ground at the same time. The most common problem when first learning this skill is when people place their hands on the ground so their fingers are pointing away from their front foot. This makes the necessary half twist impossible and turns the movement into something more like a monkey. If it's not working at all, usually you need to turn your hands around. The next thing we see all the time is when students over-twist and arch into their landing. Usually this results in a loss of control and a heavy landing with both feet. If this is happening, go back to the low cartwheel drill and try to keep your eyes looking towards your hands. Another really common problem is when the skill gets off axis. This happens when you place your hands out of alignment with your feet. The further out of line you are, the more off axis you will be. This is a major problem if you want to learn more advanced skills like round-offs. The way you can work on this at home is to practice your cartwheel on a line. Once your cartwheel is feeling solid, you can further challenge yourselves by starting the movement on your knees. This increases the power you need to generate from your legs and the precision of the landing, which will help with more challenging skills. Focus on pushing into the front leg to stand the movement up before your hands touch the ground, and make sure that you put your landing foot on the ground before you set your knees down. There should be no impact on your knees. Another good drill to try is to land on one foot in an arabesque position. This will increase the control of your legs during the movement. It'll also make you push the ground harder with your hands. Alright folks, that's it for this tutorial. We hope that it helps you master your cartwheel. You can find other tutorials and more on our Patreon page, as well as our website popupmovement.com, and on Instagram at Pop-Up Movement. See you soon!